What's going on, guys? This is Pops from X-Men and Pops and from Joystick Gaming Studios, and today we're going to be bringing you another game intro. Today it is PlayStation 3 Super Street Fighter 4. It is an older game, guys, and we know it, but hopefully you can enjoy this little intro. Now, obviously there's been a lot of versions of this game. It's very animated. Characters are, definitely not reminiscent of the original. But the intro, I think they got it right, guys, because Ken and Ryu, whatever you want to call them, they had the biggest rivalry. It's arguably said that they are the best Street Fighter characters of all time. They're from the beginning, and I personally love using Ken. I kind of never deviated from him, although I do know how to use all characters. Ken is still my all-time favorite. Now, back in the days when I used to play this game when it first came out, I remember going to the liquor store, and it was really awesome to have 1 quarter, put it in, and then you'd have people lining up, putting their quarters on the machine to see who had next. And it was pretty cool because a quarter used to last me a couple of hours. So obviously, I have to accept the fact that I'm getting older. There's kids like X-Man who, play video games a lot better than we do. And so, I'm pretty sure if I go to an arcade nowadays, I'll get owned by some of these little kids. But that's what video games are for kids to enjoy and for old people to reminisce. Now, in this particular series, now this game here has a lot of intro clips depending on which character you use. So we'll be bringing that series separate to you. Obviously some gameplay also, but for the most part these intros here, depending on what character you choose, will have its own little storyline. And for the sake of Street Fighter 4 and making this video a little bit longer, we'll go ahead and do the one for Ken. It looks like these females must be fighting over some guy, or maybe they're just fighting for who has the better looking shoes. Not really quite sure. There's a couple of females I've liked to use in some of these games, not just in the Street Fighter series. My son doesn't really like it, but if the character's good, you might as well use them. That's the way I look at it. I find it very interesting that they've deviated to this kind of intro. So there you guys have it, Super Street Fighter 4, guys. Let's go ahead and pick Ken for the first little clip that you guys will get to see. Go ahead and go with arcade. Let's go ahead and pick Ken.
The world's fiercest fighters await. Will you be the last warrior?
I guess this would be a good time to just go down the list. Here's Ryu, Ken. We have E Honda, Ibuki, Makoto, Dudley, Seth, Kuken, Akuma, Gen, Dan, Sakura, Juri, Chun-Li, Dalsum, Abel, Z Viper, M Bison, Sagat or Sagat, Cammy, DJ, Cody, Guy, Hakan. That's obviously a random character. We got Rose, Adon, T-Hawk, Fei Long, Balrog, Vega, El Fuerte, Rufus, more like Doofus, Zangief, and Blanca. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this first intro clip, and then we'll call it for this particular segment.
Everything's going great. What about you? How'd the test go? Great. Listen, take it easy, okay? When you go down steps, make sure you... What? Oh, I read in a baby book. Okay. I'll back off.
Looks like this is going to be one situation where they don't have to go to the Maury show to find out who's the father.
Me? Dad? It feels like I'm dreaming. I guess it'll all feel pretty real once he's born, though.
How does he know it's a he? What if it's a she?
We used to just be plain old fighters, didn't we, Ryu?
Ryu. Right from the creators, guys.
I'm on the road to fatherhood. I wish I could say I felt the same now as I did when we trained together. But things will definitely change from here on out. I'm feeling pretty strange here, Ryu. Change is good, but it can be scary too. I wonder what advice you'd have for me.
I guess I will ask you in person.
Guess I'll just ask you in person.
I don't know if we're gonna fight Ryu, but there's nothing like doing a little intro. Look at that old school matchup, Ken versus Guile on hard. Dang. Stay tuned, guys.
I'm ready for you. Bring it on.
Mission start. Who will emerge in
That was stupid. As always, guys, this is Pops from X-Men and Pops and Joystick Gaming Studios saying thank you for watching this episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.